If you're a real estate agent going into 2026 and you're consistently getting leads, but they're not turning to booked appointments, in this video, we'll cover the exact DM script you can implement to your business today to start seeing results as soon as next week and actually get appointments without violating the housing rules. If you're running paid ads and having no shows and it's just stressful, this video will cover everything that you'll need to know in the exact DM script and framework we use here at S.N.A.P Agency so you can start seeing booked appointments instead of just leads showing up. We'll cover every single step in the DM phase so you're not left second guessing on what you need to do, and we'll have the template below so you can follow the steps immediately, turning those tire kickers and just browsers into actual booked appointments where you can convert them into actual clients. No further ado, let's get into today's video. Amazing. Welcome to the first slide, everybody. Before we jump into today's presentation, I just want to do a quick reminder. If you're ever struggling or anything with paid ads, DM scripts, everything to follow up, don't hesitate to book a link in description. I'll be personally taking the first 50 calls, as I said. We'll cover through your whole current situation, describe all the services we do provide here at S.N.A.P Agency, and really just start seeing the results that you deserve. Understanding the S.N.A.P framework. This is the exact framework you need for your DM scripts. So what this is the S.N.A.P framework. So as you see, simple, neutral, action-led, and predictable. So that's what S.N.A.P stands for. So this is just the exact framework where you'll start seeing immediate results. So in the S.N.A.P framework, it's really just by enhancing credibility with making it as simple as possible. So when you do send out that DM, you don't want to make it look robotic, anything else that isn't personalized. You just want to make it so simple so when they do read it, it's easy to read, so simple, they understand what you're trying to say, and if they're interested, they'll move forward. You don't go too heavy on one side, don't go too heavy on the other side. Keep it neutral so they understand what you're saying. And then of course, action led. With the DM script, making sure there's actual steps included where they know what to take the next steps are. If you want to send them to a calendar link, a website, making sure what those actionable steps are after the DM script is so crucial. And then predictability is just them getting to your calendar. That is so crucial. But once we do get them to the calendar, they book the link, the whole sales process is a whole nother scenario. We'll cover that in the whole different phase. But with this right now, we're just trying to get them actually booking a call. Understanding compliance guidelines. So we don't want to go over the guidelines because if we do that, we'll get flagged and our ads would just be pretty much shadow banned and Meta will just not let us post anymore. With this, if you're spamming the prospect, if you're doing this, they can report you and it just doesn't end up well. So we're just trying to get away from that. Don't send too many messages. As we said in the other videos, only send up to 4 to 5 messages before the meeting. Anything else will get you spam for sure. And we can't mention sensitive topics or anything. You guys know the simple stuff. Just stay in the guidelines. As I mentioned before, to read the terms and services, just get a good view on what you can and can't do. Just don't do anything too far. Just have it simple, like we said, the S.N.A.P framework. So effective guidelines with this is, as you see on the right, it's just stay calm, listen, clarify, document. Just like a checklist, you just need to make sure that you're following these guidelines. And when we do follow these guidelines, Meta actually sees that we're cooperating with their actions. So what they do is actually boost it to more people. So when we do make it easy to read, all these other things, simple actionable steps, they tend to boost it more with less ad spend, which is just so much better. They cover that in the actual Facebook business manager and the ads manager. They say all the opportunities, things you can add. This is such a hidden gem that will make your job so much easier. And with these DM scripts, you want to make sure you're sending reminders and everything if they are booking, like we said in the last video. So crucial just to make sure that they are even showing up to that call. So effective DM strategy. So this is where we can actually get to the DM itself. So in the document below, we have actionable steps that you can actually use to implement this strategy. So we have DM templates, everything you could be using in the document below. We tested all these templates and they're bound to work for you. So crucial that you use the templates we do. You can build your own, but I've never tried yours, of course, but these are the ones we have tried. Amazing follow-up. Everything's perfect. Like we said, just use the templates below. So good. And you'll start seeing the results as soon as 30 days. So addressing common concerns, objection handling. So when you do send out the DM and everything, some people will, if you send X amount of DMs, you'll get X amount of replies, X amount of yeses and X amount of nos. After you do this, after you said, like we said, set up all your tracking metrics, you'll understand over a little bit of time, you'll understand what gets you where. So now we're going to get some objections with these DMs that we do send out. Most people say, I hate objections. I never want to deal with it. Guys, we need to learn to love objections. Objections give us an opportunity to actually close the prospect. So what this could look like is, let's say we text Sally, the DM script that we have in the template below. Super simple, clarify, straight to our calendar link. They say, I'm not a really good time to buy or sell right now. You want to answer with a pre-rebuttal that you rewrote beforehand. When I talk to clients for my agents, what I like to do is have a pre-written list of all the objection handles that I will have to make sure I will handle any objection that they will have But at the same time, I don't want to push it too far because we don't want to get them annoyed or go over the guidelines. So making sure you have the 50-50, like the balance thing, like we said. But the objections, we need to learn to love this because this gives us opportunities to actually get connected with the client and close them. So what we can do here is making sure you have a pre-written list of objection handling. I'll give you guys one really good tip, making sure that you actually understand the client and give some clarity and empathy to them, of course. If they're saying maybe, oh, I got burnt in the past with a different agent that just screwed me over, just be like, totally understandable. Give some empathy, making sure that they feel comfortable around you, because you're handling one of their biggest assets. And trust me, they're not just going to give it up to anyone. You need to look as that ideal agent. So effective setup strategies. So like I said, I use my CRM as Go High Level. You can have everything automated, so you don't even need to do these. But most people don't have these. So this is what something would look like in Go High Level. You would have the trigger, so you send the message. They would have the choice to either book a call or not, and then the calendar link. So you could do this manually, take more time, but I suggest you automate this because when you do start posting the ads that we do tell you, you'll get up to 20 to 30 leads per month, and it's just a lot of work to manually reply. Yes, you are gonna have to DM manually, but when we do get these leads, go on Instagram, Facebook, whatever you are DMing on, send it over to them when they do reply after we get their information from the ad itself. Amazing. Give them that choice and also give them the call. We don't ever not call. The DM is still an optional choice, but calling is non-negotiable. We can DM because that will boost our chances to still get in contact with them and just give them more value information, but we still never want to forget to call. But this DM is just making sure and clarifying with them that we are actually caring for them and we look like an agent that is professional. So you see other calendar links right here. As I mentioned, these are cheaper, a little cheaper, but I still personally love Calendly. Calendly has worked the best for me. I use that because it's a little more pricier, but when you do pay, you can take off the watermark and everything. So immediate action steps, things you can actually implement to your business today. So like we said, the framework is below. Click on that, it'll tell you exact steps and systems that you need to do so you're not left second guessing. But what you can implement today is just setting up your automations, making sure everything's fast, replying your calendar link, purchasing the either Calendly or Savvy Cal, whatever you prefer, making sure the watermark's not there just so we look a little more professional, our own branding, logo. If you work with a brokerage, make sure it's there. Just making sure everything's up to date with that. Once you have that, you'll see those appointments start showing up and just super easy. So you don't even have to talk to the prospect until you meet up in the meeting. But with the DM link that we are going to be sending, we'll get all the information that we will need from the actual ad and the DM itself. So that'll be so perfect. So more actionable steps ahead. So what I want you guys to see is not every template below will work for your maybe market or niche. But what I'm going to need from you guys is to actually start trying and split testing. So I want minimum 100 DMs sent with at least one of the templates. After that, then you can decide, does this work or not? After that, iterate and test a new one below. So we have multiple ones below that you can test and try out. But never just try different ones because then you'll never know what works and what doesn't. You need to try the same one for minimum 100 DMs after they submit the form. Then we can try and start iterating again. But with the document below, you'll have everything you will need to actually improve your show rates, everything that you'll need to follow up with these leads so they never have to be left second guessing on who you are and how they're going to book an appointment with you. You'll look like that reliable agent that they've been looking for. If you're struggling with anything with meta ads, YouTube, Google, don't hesitate to book a link in below. We'll provide all the value you'll need, show you all the services that we do provide, and really just help your business move up into 2026. Don't be that agent that's left behind because everything's going to the digital world now and you need to learn this as soon as possible. I'm looking forward to next week's video, everybody. See you then and have a great rest of your day.